Hello students, so let's study today on service quality models. So the gap model was introduced by Parashuraman in 1985. He developed a service quality model based on the exploratory investigation of the gap between the consumer and the service provider. So in this gap model, they identified 5 potential discrepancies or gaps which are associated with the delivery of service. So when we are talking about the healthcare delivery model, this gap model becomes very much relevant because we are trying to find out the gap between consumer and service provider, and there are mainly 5 potential discrepancies which we might always be able to spot on. So gap number 1 is the customer expectation. So what the customer is expecting and what the expecting and what the organization is delivering. That's one of the most important gap that we always have to look after. Gap 2 is the management perception. So management will always think that okay fine, I'm giving you the best of services, but then ultimately you'll realize that you are not giving anything unique as per the market trend that is going on. So market perception is also very important because management perception is also very important because the management might think I'm giving the best, but maybe for the consumer it doesn't meet their expectation, or it is something which is not at all relevant to their expectations. So that is gap number 2. Gap number 3 is the service quality specification. Yes, so the specifications which the consumer is expecting and what the service specification which you are delivering are maybe totally different. So for example, in a hospital, maybe you have opened a wellness center and you really want people to come over and do yoga and various exercise over there, but what you have done is that you have put all the equipments and everything in there, but the environment is not so conducive that you can do a meditation session over there because there is a lot of honking and sound pollution over there. So that will not meet your specification, because for a wellness center where you really want people to come over and do meditation, in that case the specification is that the room has to be cool and calm, and there has to be the noise, it has to be noise proof room, right? So service quality specification is also very important and has to be taken care of when you are thinking of giving a good quality service to the customer. Gap number 4 is the service delivery. So what is service delivery? Like for example, there might be a gap between what kind of service delivery that you are giving and what is expected out of you, or maybe the management is thinking that okay fine, we are delivering this service, but at the end of this process where the delivery exactly is taking maybe something different than what is expected out of you. So that is the gap number 4. Gap number 5 is the expected service. Yes, so what is the type of the service that you are really expecting out of the hospital or the physician? Example, you are supposed to go for a surgery the next day, and the day before the surgery you are supposed to undergo a pre-anesthetic checkup, and when you are ready to, you'll be in a very tense situation because that tomorrow is a surgery for you, and when the anesthesiologist comes over and talks to you, he is very much secluded. He's not talking so much. He just take your history and just goes by, right? So you have an you are expecting that okay fine, maybe somebody will come and talk to me and reduce my anxiety because I have a surgery tomorrow. Maybe they will explain me what will happen to me and all, but ultimately what you are getting is this, that people are coming, jotting down your vitals, and they are just they are just going, and not much importance is giving to your psychological condition and counseling of yours, that okay fine, ultimately the procedure is gonna happen to you, so how do you deal with it? So that is the expected service that every consumer will expect out of you, but then it's also that what are you delivering out of the expectations. So this is the gap model as per the Parashuraman 1985, which have very finely spotted this 5 potential discrepancy, that is customer expectations, management perception, service quality specification, service delivery, and expected delivery. So we'll be talking more about it in the next video. Thank you so much.